Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Kevin here. So today I want to talk a little bit about my quick, easy karaoke setup. So some of you as longtime DJs have offered karaoke for years, and I'm sure you have a system on how you bring it out, how you set it up, how you use it. I did not have that depth of experience with karaoke, and I started to get a couple requests for it. I love karaoke myself, but I never really had a system that I could come in, bring with me on my mobile events and my gigs, my weddings, etc., and just drop in karaoke at a party. It's kind of hard. You know, sometimes you could, of course, get by with playing a track on a phone or an iPad or something connected to your system. You could do some other things, but I didn't really have it down. I figured it out. I figured out an easy way for me to bring karaoke into my events, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that right now. So, I have just a couple things that I need to do this. One is this. This is just my iPad, and it is you'll see this is, of course, what drives the music. It is what I use to play and drive karaoke on. It's also the screen that my guests would use to look at to actually see the lyrics of the song. And it's super simple. I'm just using Karaoke, okay, which I can show you. I'll show you the screen here. Hopefully this will capture okay, but Karaoke is the app that I'm using here, and I'll show you how it works. It's super cool. It works on a subscription basis, so it's super easy to set up and use, and basically have all the songs you would ever want at your fingertips on a subscription basis. So you don't have to buy a bunch of stuff, and that was one of my holdups. My other thing was basically solved by this right here. This is my karaoke to go pack. If I have this little bag, okay, my iPad, and some sort of speaker source, okay, my Eon 1 Pro does great, or my main setup, you know, with my controller and everything. I just need a mixer and some inputs and some speakers. I can actually use like a Beats Pill or something like that as well. But that's all I need. I could actually show up to a house party with this, my iPad, and a speaker, and I'm good to go. Also, I don't need something as advanced as an Eon Pro with a mixer. I can use something like this, which is a monster kind of, you know, camping speaker with rollers, and it's got a couple inputs on it. This would work well too, and I'll show you. Okay, so what's in this little satchel? What's in this little bag? I'm gonna open it up and kind of show you the pieces. First, these are all kind of like component pieces. Just a tripod, okay? So, this is a special tripod. Of course, an Amazon special that I found. So, kind of has 3 sections. So the base, all right, this middle section, and the top section. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it down, and you can see it's at its max height. It's about as tall as me. So I'm 5'11". It's not quite as tall as me, but it's got this little piece also in my little bag. I'll put this on here. All right, now you can kind of see what this is now that it's kind of being assembled. This is my tablet holder, all right? So I can do this, and boom. I've got my screen for my makeshift karaoke. It's coming together, okay? Now, what else do I have in the bag? This okay, is just a 1/8 inch phono or 3.5 millimeter split to 2 1/4 inch phono. And what this will let me do is I can either, if I have a mixer, okay, like on my Eon, I can basically take that sound output out of here and plug it right into my mixer and have 2 channels. Or I can put this in mono mode and just use one side of the cable and just have one input, okay? Of course, if I have an input like on my Monster, and the Eon has one too, it has a 3.5 millimeter input. I don't need this guy. I can just use my 35 millimeter or 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter. Boom, done. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, super easy. Now, of course, cable management becomes important here because with karaoke, you've got drinks, you've got drunk people, you've got swinging microphones and things. So, try to, you might get some different solutions for cable management. Maybe figure out a way to secure your cables a little bit better. Certainly, if you're going to do this a lot. What I've found is this is just a quick solution, super cheap and easy solution to drop karaoke into pretty much anywhere. So now I've got my 3.5 millimeter 1/8 inch jack, and what this is going to do is provide obviously the audio from the iPad. That's where the music's coming from, okay? Now, I also have to have sound, so right in my little bag, I've got a little bag, little micro bag, and 2 mics. I found these on Amazon. They are Alvoxcon, and they work great. What I love about them is, of course, they're wireless, but here is their transmitter, and this works with both of these. So you can kind of see 1/4 inch phono here and a little antenna, and it's Bluetooth. So, or I'm sorry, it's RF. It's RF, and you just basically turn it on and you can charge it. It's got a little USB charger on it, and boom, you're ready to go. You've got wireless mics. So I can plug this into my mixer on my Eon Pro, or the Monster speaker here has a jack for mic inputs. So I'm gonna use that. And I will show you guys, I know this is out of frame. I will show you guys once we get it all set up. Now, in my little bag, I've got some batteries just to make sure, and I brought some in my pocket too, just in case. And of course, they just take AA batteries, so no big deal here. If you forget, hopefully someone at the house party or at the venue or whatever will have some AA's, right? Okay, no big deal. This is little cheap wireless mics. I also like these because you do not want expensive mics for karaoke. People drop them literally on purpose. So you know what? If these guys drop or they get thrown down or whatever, it's not that big a deal, okay? I'm not out that much of the investment. Now, you don't want just mics lying around, so I found this little dude. And this little guy is just a clamp that has 2 mic holders on it. Super easy. You can put it anywhere on the little tripod. And this becomes the holster for the mics. Super good solution for holding the mics. Now, what I found using this is people still try to hand you the mics. They set them down on tables. They, I don't know. They just don't realize that the little holsters are there. So I'm going to put them in here, and voila. I don't know if you can see that, if it's in frame, but nice and easy to hold them there. Okay, so that's all that's in my little satchel here, except for there's a little plug that this basically powers or charges. You could power it live or you could charge the little mic receiver. So that's in here as well. And that does it for the little case. So with this out of the way and the iPad obviously cover out of the way, we've got our little solution. Now, I'm going to actually hook it up so you guys can see it. And what I'll do is connect it, and then I'll kind of get you off the tripod so you can see, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this thing. Here is the Monster battery-powered speaker that is our sound source right now. And you can kind of see what I did here. I took the source, the iPad, and just plugged it in right here. There's like a little, I don't know, aux, okay? And then I've got the microphone receiver plugged in right here into, there's this like phono line in, and boom. I've got it all set up. This little speaker is awesome, by the way. I think I got it at Costco. But it's really cool. It's got a half-wave antenna. It's got like a weather channel thing on it. It's got light. I think it has a light. Oh yeah. Is this the light? Yeah, it's got like a light. Kind of cool for like a little camping or a beach speaker. It's got a, you know, telescoping handle so you can wheel it. It's got wheels in the back. It's not that heavy, but it's even got a bottle opener back here. Anyway, so that little guy is my sound source, and then here is the karaoke little get up, okay? So I'm gonna back up, you can kind of see low profile. It's not too crazy or anything. Of course, this speaker, instead of that, you could have like this sitting next to your DJ booth. You could run this cable, you know, if you had a longer cable, or if you wanted to convert to something that's balanced, you could run further. I wouldn't suggest, some people might say, well, run this Bluetooth or run this. I wouldn't suggest that because you're gonna be off, it won't be synced up with the music as you sing. But any case, here you go. And here's the software, and you can, I mean, heck, this is so easy to use. And like I said, it's like a subscription system. So, you know, I've got a monthly right now going. You can, you know, pick your song you want, play it, and then, you know, you can cue things up. You can even type in who is going to be singing, and let's say these, you know, of course, you know, I'm definitely a DJ, not an artist, not a singer, but I can karaoke a little bit. You know, I can hang with them, right? But anyway, you guys get the idea. I'm sure you guys have all seen karaoke softwares before, or even Karafun, but super easy to use if you don't have it, or if you've never played with it. It's super easy to use. And I just think that this little setup is nice, easy, and everything fits in my little bags that I showed you guys. Nice and easy. So there it is. All right, guys, I hope that was good information for you just to check out my karaoke system. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you have a karaoke solution that you use at your events that you think is easy, and maybe give me any tips that you have, okay? Thanks so much, and take care.